Okay, you guys, I wanted to make a quick video sharing all the herbal tinctures that I have in my fridge on a regular basis, how I use them, when I use them, etc. I have 2 videos posted on my channel with my good friend Lisa, who makes these tinctures and has an online store where you can order them for yourselves. A lot of you have already done that because of the videos that we made in the past. I will post the links to those videos in the description box. We do plan on making one more together, we just haven't. Lifetime, it's hard to find time, but we will soon, and when we do, I'll definitely put it on. I'll definitely let you guys know. So we recently went through 2 whole bottles of Powerhouse, which is the antibiotic herbal tincture, and we were snowed in when I used it on the kids and my husband, so I finally was able to give it to Hector in the way that me and the children use it when we need it, and he is blown away by how effective it is. He can't believe it. He felt kind of a sore throat coming on, a lot of sinus pressure and congestion, a little bit of headache and stuff, and I gave him the Powerhouse all day long. The way I take it is at 3 dropperfuls every 30 minutes to an hour, all day long, and he was amazed at how good he felt the next day. But we took it like 2 or 3 days in a row just to really be sure to knock it out. So my go-to every single time is Powerhouse. If I get the slightest tickle, even if I have the question of, is that a tickle in my throat, I start taking my Powerhouse. This is the antibiotic one. It'll knock out an infection. Like I said, it's not just about taking 1 dropperful and you feel better in 30 minutes. No, you gotta be consistent. I take 2 to 3 dropperfuls every 30 minutes to an hour for the whole day that I start to feel kinda, am I sick? And the next day, just to make sure it doesn't come back. So I usually do this for 2 straight days and usually knock out whatever is trying to develop. I do the same for my kids, and I got to do the same for Hector this past week, and he was amazed. I didn't just do Powerhouse for them because they had other symptoms. They had congestion and cough. So there's an incredible tincture, respiratory and congestion. It's probably one of the top sellers for my friend. Look how little we have left. We used this all day in the same way. So pretty much I just pull the bottles out, I leave them on the countertop, and every 30 minutes I give everybody 3 dropperfuls from each. And that's what we did. And everybody was feeling better, able to play in the snow, didn't miss out on any of the fun because of sickness. And then Breathe is the cough tincture. I gave this one to my husband because the boys didn't really have any cough, but he was coughing and sneezing a lot, so I gave him Breathe. And if you know anything about herbs, the beautiful thing is, even though I'm telling you this is for cough, really, if you read the ingredients and you know that those ingredients are good for other things too, you can use them for that. For example, mullein is good for allergies, so you could probably use this for allergies. So that's the beautiful thing about God's medicine, is that it's not just one use. There's also a fever tincture that Ivan didn't have a full-fledged fever, but he had like a 99, so I could tell his body was fighting something. So instead of giving him Tylenol or ibuprofen, I gave him fever tincture maybe 3 times, and the fever, like his temperature went back to normal. Then the next day he had a 99 again, and I gave him again like 2 or 3 times. The fever tincture, gone. So we only needed to use it twice, and whatever he was fighting, successfully fought it off and never came back, never developed into an actual fever. So those are my favorite that I always have on hand: Powerhouse, Breathe, respiratory and congestion. A few others that I really like to have just for like immune boosting. There is an immune booster one, but I love this anti-inflammation one because it's packed with ginger and turmeric, which are anti-inflammatory and also antibiotic and immune boosting. So to me, this one is really great for many uses, the anti-inflammatory. I've also got the cold and flu, which is straight up elderberry, excellent flu prevention and flu treatment, but you don't want to take elderberry more than 2 weeks in a row. I think it loses its effectiveness if you take it every day for 2 weeks. So I usually just save that for if I hear someone at church got the flu, I'll like take cold and flu the whole day, me and the kids, or we'll take it as bedtime, or before we go to church, we take it. And then there's a few others I got for different reasons here, but I don't use them that often. Love Your Lymphs. I was having some symptoms and was suggested that, and I think it did the trick. this one I'm not that educated on, so you can ask Lisa. And then minerals was another one that was great because I was a little deficient on some minerals, and I took this one for a few weeks and I just have it there from when that happened. And then I've got the Relax Tincture that sometimes we'll just take at bedtime. It's got chamomile and a few other herbs to help you just relax and unwind. I take that one sometimes as well, but I really love chamomile tea, so most of the time I just drink chamomile tea. And then they've got this awesome Wonder Woman tincture with all the great herbs for women. I actually can't use this one. This affects my mood too much. It makes me too even, which I guess some people like that, but I like to feel all my emotions, excitement and happiness and joy. And I feel like that tincture, which all herbs are not good for everyone. It's okay. Some people say it's like a godsend for them, so it might be great for you, but for me, what I discovered with it is that it made me very numb, and so I got off of it and felt like myself again. So I've done it 3 times in the last 2 years, and every time I had the same results, so I kind of concluded probably not the best herbs for me. It might be the red raspberry leaf in there, I'm not sure. It might be the nettle, not sure. But it might be great for you. I've only heard myself have a bad review about it. Everyone else loves it and swears by it. So those are just some of the tinctures my friend has. I love having them in my fridge. I only use some of them for preventative care. Most of them I wait until I need them, and then they're there ready for me, and we just go through them. So after this sickness, I had to make a run to her house and stock up on Powerhouse and respiratory and congestion, because we went through those in those 2 days that I was treating everybody. But we won't need them again until who knows when. And I just thought I'd share, and I'll post her link in the description so you can order some for yourself. Thanks, you guys. See you next time, and God bless.